We're going on a camping trip. Yes. Where are we going? We're going to the Channel Islands. This is our 4th attempt to try to go camping on the Channel Islands, so I'm hoping we can finally get over there. The last few trips have been canceled because of wind, because of tree fall, and we just want to go camping. So come along for our trip to the Channel Islands. Hey, yo, Chef Corso, Monty Boca, and I'm here to put you on the path to amazing meals on your outdoor adventures. And we're going on a camping trip. And a few details before we get going. We've got 3 people going for 2 nights, 3 days to Santa Cruz Island. There's 5 islands in the Channel Island National Park, and we're going just to Santa Cruz, and specifically we're going to Scorpion Cove. The thing about this campground is it's only about a half a mile or mile from our drop-off point, so weight is not too much of an issue for this trip. Basically, we just need to get it in the bags and carry it and get it there and just plop it down. Other thing, water is available at this campsite, which is super helpful. Food storage is always a good question to ask. They have bear boxes available at each campsite. It's not like there's really any bears on the island, but there are some foxes and some other things that like to get into your snacks. Pit toilets are available too at most of them. So overall, this is gonna be a pretty easy trip. You do need permits for the campsites, so make sure to get those before you go. For us, weather is looking pretty good, so probably in the 50s or 60s or so, but it is probably gonna be windy. We don't really know how windy that's gonna be, but they did give us a warning to plan for some extra food in case we are stranded for an extra night because the ferry can't get to us. Which gets us to the last and most important part about planning a trip to the Channel Islands is ferry. So one, you get to take a ferry. It's awesome. I love ferries. But they are different than your campsite reservation. And the company is called Island Packers, and they have 2 jumping off points. One here in Ventura where I am, or down in Oxnard, which is a little bit farther south. So make sure you check their schedule, make sure you check which island you're going to, but they're super helpful with their schedule, super helpful with their questions. But that is a really, really important part about the Channel Islands is that you do need to take a ferry, and that needs to be a part of your planning process. Sure, you could probably take a private charter, but you know, we aren't that fancy. And now to what I think is the most important part of any trip is, what are we eating? Well, I'm gonna show you. And don't be surprised if your trip is canceled. Our trip has already been canceled 3 times. They email you the night before or early morning saying, sorry, it's too windy to go. So with all this planning that we're talking about, don't be surprised if it's canceled. So be prepared for that, because there is a high percentage, depending on the time of year when you plan your trip, that it's not gonna happen. So have a plan B or a plan F, or just plan on drinking a whole bunch that day. But be prepared for it not happening.